Like this Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same.
How could
you just can't? The problem
it might be more
because they're going to all
expect that. I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6. I think
it might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 right now.
Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? Because Nate did not look good.
No, but Mike Perry did. And Mike Perry looked like a fucking murderer.
You know what I mean? Like
Mike Perry is a murderer.
He's a murderer.
And this is
such a savage.
You take a look at that. When you're taking an older fighter, which Nate is now, and you're
21, you're 5 fucking years ago, July. So it literally will be 6 years.
Yeah. But when you're
it'll be 5 years. It'll be 5 years.
When you're taking a younger fighter and putting them against the old dog, it normally doesn't end well for the old dog.
Well, the thing is about Max Holloway is like Max Holloway isn't that much younger than Conor.
He's not.
But the thing is, Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin, like constant high-level competition.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
And I honestly believe him at 155 is the best thing for him.
Absolutely.
But he's not 155 in this fight.
This is 170.
But
honestly, he might be better.
No weight cutting at all.
Just no weight cut, just kind of walk around.
And also, knowing this is such a high-profile fight, Max is always in insane shape. But particularly in this fight, he's going to be in fucking insane shape.
And his last fight, he took almost...
Who wins, Conor McGregor or Max Holloway at a UFC 329, July 11th?
Holloway.
Really?
It's going to be dangerous for Max early, though. Listen, me and Conor aren't exactly friendly. But what I'm saying is, so I'm not saying this from a perspective of we're friends and we're buddies. He was a 2-weight division champion. You know what I'm saying? And he made all this money and all the rest of it. But the man's the most powerful tool.
Yeah.
And the guy that was there, all right, granted, it was a long time ago, 2016. But if the motivation's strong enough, he can come back and look really good. And he was flipping out at Max the other day in that interview.
Did you see that?
But he was playing the game. He was promoting the fight, hyping it up big time, and he looks good, like he looks like he's training and taking the camp seriously. And if he is doing that, I'm telling you.
But I think
Max is awesome on the feet, but Conor's got the power early.
They're a very familiar foe of yours. Max Holloway will be welcoming Conor McGregor back to the octagon next month. We all hope. If this fight does happen, it's at welterweight. How do you see this going? Can Conor do anything with the fighter you're probably more familiar with than anyone in Max Holloway?
Well, we know that Conor hasn't been in the game for a long time, and I think a lot of people are thinking that he's just going to lose everything, but that's not the case. He's going to be dangerous. He's obviously going to still be very sharp, very explosive, still got a good eye. Is it the exact eye that he had when he was, double champ and doing what he was doing? No, probably not, but still going to be very dangerous. And I know Max is going to respect that. Obviously, they're going to want to put on a show, but at the same time, you're going to know Conor will be very dangerous early. I think Max will make the right decisions to not just get in the fire straight away, and then start to work him later in them rounds. Like we know that Conor, again, very dangerous, very explosive, but that is going to wear on you. And with that big layoff, even though he's probably training very hard, we know that that's going to eventually wear on him, and that sharpness that I reckon he still has is probably going to deteriorate a lot quicker because of he's been out of the game for so long.
Primeiro você e todo mundo sabe que essa luta foi que era pra mim estar lá, né? E ele preferiu o Max pensando que ele vai bater no Max, né? Porque ele correu de mim, essa é a real.
Chegou a ser oferecido? Chegou a ser conversado sobre isso?
Na realidade, não chegou a ser oferecido, mas todo mundo sabia que quem vencesse entre mim e o Max lutaria com ele, e na realidade ele escolheu o Max porque ele achou que é um caminho mais fácil. Mas vamos lá, vamos falar da luta de Max Holloway e ele. Cara, eu acho que na realidade é uma luta complicada, pelo fato de faz muito tempo que ele não vem ao queijo. Tem quantos anos que ele tá fora, parado?
Acho que 5 anos.
Entendeu? Então, faz muito tempo, faz 5 anos que ele tá parado, que ele não luta. Porém, é o Conor, né? É o Conor. Se você marcar e ele conectar, ele vai te nocautear. Eu acho que primeiro e segundo round tem muito para ele. Depois, dali em diante, com certeza, para mim, Max tem muito de vencer. De trabalhar, de estar ali, de fazer acontecer.
I think it would be a great fight. I love both. I think if Conor can put himself back into the hell zone that he's in the tunnel, but the light is after the fight. But I'm not going to put myself in the light until I'm done with the fight. That's if he put himself into that zone, we're going to have a hell of a fight.
We've got Conor McGregor making his return. What was your reaction when that was announced?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Big name for our sports, and but he have tough opponents. Max Holloway against Conor. I think Max can beat him.
You know, at 27 years of age, I had the game conquered. I had the game wrapped up in a blink. I feel I am coming into my prime now. I'm only entering my prime. Max is a durable fighter with great skill. Not on my level, however. Mental-wise, physical-wise. Max has been a busy body in the game. In fact, he's the most time spent inside the octagon, 8.5 hours, which is a staggering amount of time. For me, I kind of look at that saying, it means you can't finish people, you know? So if you're asking me what I have above him, speed, power, IQ, fitness, health, freshness.
Conor, that's damn near everything.
You know, Max didn't lay a glove on me the last fight. I don't see vast improvements. In fact, the improvements he made was after the fight he had with me, where he adopted some of my moves. I sunned Max when I fought him last, and I plan on doing the same again in more devastating fashion.
Is Justin in your path?
Max has flatlined Justin. He knocked him out, face down, out cold. Justin's okay. When he's on, Justin's okay. When he's bad, he's atrocious. He's woeful. He slaps his punches a lot. I want the smoke. I want all the smoke, for sure. There you go. Bring it all on. I don't rate them. To tell you the truth, I don't rate them. Not on my level. It's going to be an absolute demolition. I know I will just have to touch him. And after that, it will be clinical. To win alone is not just enough. It must be spectacular, and that it will be. I look at my rest period that I've had, whereas I look at other competitors in the space, including my opponent. I feel a lot more fresher than these opponents. I have had my time of rest. You know, I feel I am coming into my prime now. My prime is, I'm only entering my prime, and now and forever. So that is...
Conor McGregor has officially put pen to paper for UFC 329, and with that signature came a warning that's sending shockwaves through the entire combat sports world. According to reports, the former two-division champion isn't preparing for a decision victory. In his mind, all it will take is a single touch, and once that moment comes, he believes the finish will be nothing short of clinical. Standing across from him is Max Holloway, the very man who just walked through Justin Gaethje, yet McGregor is brushing that accomplishment aside completely, insisting Holloway simply isn't competing on his level. That mindset reveals everything about his approach. This isn't a fighter chasing rounds or looking to edge out a scorecard win. Sources say McGregor is pursuing a performance so complete and so violent that victory alone won't be enough to define it. He's talking about closing the book on a legend's career rather than merely defeating him. The version of Max stepping back into the spotlight sounds colder, sharper, and far more dismissive than the one fans remember.
See it. And the other thing too is like, Max is big. Like, people are like, Conor's going to come in there and have a size advantage. I'm like, no, he's not. Max Holloway is 6'1". Max Holloway is as tall as me. Max Holloway is big. He's a big.
We just saw photos of him training with Jack Della Maddalena, and he's like bigger than him.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And here's the other thing too that we haven't even thought about. Like, what if Max gets a taste of 170 and is like, fuck, I'm not going back. Like, you know, do I think he could fight his way to win the title at welterweight? I think he'd have a better chance at winning the title at 155.
Mm-hmm.
But who wouldn't tune in to see a Max Holloway, Carlos Prates? Who wouldn't tune in to see a Max Holloway, Jack Della Maddalena, even though he's training with him? I'm just saying, like, there's matchups at 170 that would be a lot of fun for Max.
Mm-hmm.
Is Conor a true welterweight? I don't think so. But nonetheless, I think that it's like, there's so much speculation on what if Conor does this, this, and this. I'm like, well, you guys got to remember, Max can do all of that and counter all of that and has an answer for all of those things. This might not be the return of McGregor. This might be the end of McGregor. That remains to be seen.
What's really turning heads about this comeback has less to do with who's standing across the cage and far more to do with how McGregor is framing his years away from the sport. Where skeptics view a 6-year absence as a near-guaranteed setback, McGregor is pushing the narrative in the exact opposite direction, calling it the greatest hidden advantage he possesses. He's reportedly telling anyone willing to listen that while the rest of the roster continued grinding through camps, absorbing damage, and piling up wear and tear, he was doing the opposite, preserving his body. From his perspective, that difference matters. He points directly to Holloway's staggering total of more than 8.5 hours spent inside the octagon and completely reframes what many fans consider an achievement. McGregor doesn't see it as a badge of durability. He sees it as proof of a fighter who simply can't put people away. In his telling, every extra minute Holloway spends fighting represents additional mileage, valuable time that slowly ages a competitor faster, and he believes those accumulated battles tell a very different story than the one most people see.
For the sport, you've been at the top, you've made millions. What is this
force that is pulling you back. Most people will say, Conor, relax. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the fruits of your labor.
My most relaxed state is in there. My most state of freedom is making that wall. I yearn for competition. At the core of it, I do this for fun. This is fun to me. To get in, compete against another able body in a live event, ignite the passion of the fans and the entire ecosystem around the fight game. I enjoy it. I get great.
McGregor is also making a claim that seems to challenge everything people assume about athletic aging. He insists that only now is he stepping into his true physical prime. At a point in his career where most fighters are beginning to think about the exit, McGregor believes his body has been restored to a level that will genuinely shock the combat sports world. The brutal leg injury that kept him sidelined isn't something he describes as a career setback. Instead, he views it as a forced stretch of growth, a period that gave him the opportunity to evolve rather than decline. He claims that time away allowed him to break down every detail of his own mechanics and movement with a level of precision he says no other athlete bothers with. In his own account, the result is a fighter returning with a deeper understanding of the game, fully convinced that both his body and his mind are reaching their peak at exactly the right moment.
I look at my rest period that I have had, whereas I look at other competitors in the space, including my opponent. I feel a lot more fresher than these opponents. I have had my time of rest. I feel I am coming into my prime now. My prime is, I'm only entering my prime, and now and forever. So that is.
The warning directed at Holloway becomes even more personal when McGregor brings up their first meeting. He's quick to remind everyone that Max never so much as landed a clean shot on him that night. In McGregor's eyes, whatever progress Holloway has made over the years since is nothing more than a diluted version of his own style. He argues that Max began borrowing from his blueprint after that fight, chasing a level of skill he believes he'll never fully reach. From McGregor's perspective, that history only strengthens his confidence heading into the rematch. This time, he's promising an even more brutal outcome. He isn't preparing for a back-and-forth war or expecting a closely contested battle. Instead, McGregor believes the fight will unfold as a completely one-sided clinic from start to finish.